Sorry about the face, hay fever. I was just sent this clip on, I think it's Instagram, something I don't really go on very much because it's full of shit. I mean, there are some good stuff, but generally speaking, it's shit. And the American shit is really shit. It's this little prick giving it like that, right? It thinks it's a fucking dog. And it's got to go to speech therapy because it hasn't been able to talk since its transition. And the therapist apparently has said something along the lines of, it's because you're in fight or flight mode, right, that you can't, but we'll work together and it's okay and it's natural. Right, firstly, you fucking moronic, weapons grade fucking pillock. It is not natural to think you're a fucking dog. It's not natural to think you're a goat. Some might think it's natural to fuck it, but we'll get to that stage later because I'll come into the concept of this idea that I have. So, what we've got is cultural Marxism, which has eroded the kids right down to these pathetic excuses for fucking humans, right? These non-sexual, never were gonna make it in life anyway because they were fucking special, who've now been enabled by some left-wing parasite, lunatic, fucktard, utter cunt bollocks, right? Teacher, social worker, weapons grade commie, some scumbag, right, that has got into this head of this lummox, right, and told it, tell you what, since you're shit at being a human, why don't you try being a dog? Well, to be honest, from the video that I've seen, it's not actually doing very fucking well at that either. And you only give treats to a good dog, and you can't even do that properly. But my friend, who was losing all faith in humanity, which you probably would if you lost any amount of hours over the day looking at stuff on Instagram, because as I say, there's very little on there that probably you want to watch. And the whole purpose of social media and Instagram was actually to get into the heads of the kids all over the world and teach them it's all right to be an Elouette and Barley and light bulb pick and lick and take of that what you will. What I would say is that in a short amount of time, because the impending terribleness that's coming, we all know what that is. I don't have to go into great details, you know, where they pictures all off against each other, you know, all the people that are coming into this country and every other country that hate us. By the way, they come into the cure, you might like. Yeah, when it all goes a bit Pete Tong and you end up with a bit of civil war going on, what's going to happen to these fucktards? Well, I'll tell you. Here's my plan. What you do is you tell them in counselling, if you don't pull your weight, and there's a lot of it, and actually start acting like a worthwhile, usable human fucking being, then I am going to transport you, because we'll set up some deal with the Middle East, okay, over to the Middle East, where, well, they're less tolerant of this shit, and let them give you the counselling that you need, all right? And we'll just drop them off wholesale. And Islam would fucking love this, honestly. Free fucking targets, right? Free pillars to, what's the word? What am I looking for? Indoctrinate. No, that's not the right word. What's the word? What did they say? No, it's gone. But basically what they all tell us that Islam will do for us. Anyway, so you give them to them, or you tell them very quickly that you sort your shit out, or that's what's going to happen. Because can you imagine how these fucking absolute pillocks are going to get on when Islam does start taking a massive chunk out of whatever society that it's in, which it's doing there already. Now don't forget, Islam in the old days, its plan was to fight, go to battle, go to war with these people, fight them, right? Now it's worked out that whilst obviously enjoying the culture that it stays in, obviously, when I say that, enjoying the females within that culture, or just kicking the fucking shit out of innocent old people, that seems to be another thing. And I do seem to have, by the way, we're not moving at all, I do seem to have a bit on there. That's better. Yeah, so basically when Islam starts to get into politics in an aggressive way, which is the plan, by the way, so what will happen is sooner or later they'll start getting more and more MPs in there until a point they get to over 50%, and at which point they'll all vote for Sharia and we're fucked. Can you imagine what these fucking idiots are going to be like? They'll want protecting. They're no use to us. They're no use to themselves. And they're certainly fucking no use to Islam. But this is what's going to happen. I'd say within 5 fucking years, all of these special cases, you know the ones, I'm fucking strong and independent, or I'm a bat, or I'm a cat, or I'm a dog, or I believe I'm a woman when I'm a man, or I believe I'm a man when I'm a woman, or I believe I'm pansexual, or I believe my fucking gender is fluid. No. The only thing fluid is your fucking brain, you absolute pillock. Honestly, these fuckwits of the highest order boil my piss somewhat wrong, as you could probably tell. And being as I'm stuck in traffic, I thought I'd have a little rant. Take me mind off the fact that my eyes feel like somebody's rubbing sand into the fucking things, and that the tablets that I'm taking make it so that even if you did have a drink, you'd want to feel sick all night long, which is great. I hope you're all doing well. I fancied a rant, you know what I mean? It's good to get it off your fucking plate. And when I was set that video by Fair Maiden, I just had to pull it apart. I'm hopefully going to get some clips and be able to put that so you'll see just what an utter cunt it is. Anyway, I'm off.